Hello and welcome to the Philippines. This video is about finding a cheaper apartment or house in the Philippines. I've been living in 4 different condominiums, high-rise condominiums in Cebu City area in the last 3 years, and the prices have been going up. Many people don't want to spend the 15, 20, 25,000, 30,000, 35,000 pesos a month, the three, four, $500 US dollars a month on housing. So there are options. First of all, you got to get out of the business districts. Got to get away from the IT parks, away from the business district like Cebu Business District around Ayala Mall, away from the newer high-rise condominiums. There are thousands of options available. There are gated housing developments where you may find an apartment for 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 pesos a month, and that may be furnished in various different ways depending upon the owner. And you may have to enlist, in fact, I suggest you enlist the help of a Filipino to help you find it and negotiate it. Filipinos are some of the best networked people in the world, and they know somebody who has an apartment coming open or ready to rent. And you may be charged a foreign rate, a higher rate, if you don't utilize a Filipino friend to help find that and negotiate the price. Here I am presently in over on Mactan Island, across the bridge from Cebu City, where the international airport is. It's a little bit cheaper generally to live on Mactan Island. This is Lapu Lapu. This is kind of down in the market area, and we're actually going to take a jeepney from here down into a housing area. If you get into an area and you start walking the residential streets, you'll start seeing signs and banners. And oftentimes you won't even see that. It's word of mouth. You just start asking people if anybody has a rental in the area. And here we're going back. There are thousands, tens of thousands of little walkways, paths, alleys, whatever you want to call them, that go back, and there's thousands and thousands of people living back in those areas. And some are relatively nice. The house we're going to actually is very new, recently built, and they set it up with several different rental apartments within that house. They divided it up into a apartment type house. Some of the pathways are paved a little bit with sidewalks, and others are can be quite dirty after rain. Can be muddy, so and it can be very dark. So you want to carry a flashlight with you if you're going to live in one of those areas. My friend heard about this from a friend of a friend, I believe, who knew she was looking for a new place, and she was the first person to move into this apartment here. This apartment is about the size of a studio condominium in the newer high rises, and it rents for 3,500 a month, or about 70 US dollars. It's livable. It's got the space for 1 or 2 people. Um, More than that would get a little crowded, I think. I think it was basically unfurnished. I think she bought pretty much all of the furnishings here. And actually, with those windows open, it cooled down rather quickly. That was nice. And there is a small room that she uses for a bedroom with a kind of a fold out couch. And she tells me her electric bill is anywhere from 1,000 a month to 1,500, so $20 to $30 a month for electric. And she has the air conditioning unit in the real small little bedroom room. It really comes down to a person's budget, comes down to their lifestyle. Just depends upon how much space you're comfortable in. And I know there's more and more people living in small houses and RVs, recreational vehicles, in the U.S. because they can no longer afford the big houses. So this is an option. Many would be comfortable with this amount of space. I could live in that amount of space. It's smaller than what I would like, but I could adapt to that. Uh, my biggest concern would be security. Of course, you have a lock on the door, but probably not that difficult to uh, break a lock. One issue she has is with noise. The neighbor's dogs can bark at long periods of a time, and roosters. Lots of noise when you live in these high density areas. I've gotten a little bit of that when I've lived in a number of condominiums. I've moved from two condominiums because of the noise. I was able to reduce some of the decibel levels, doing some insulating around my windows and doors, but those window air conditioning units let in so much air. Any place air comes in, noise comes in. So that is an issue that you might run into if you live in an apartment. One thing, the last couple apartments, condominiums I have lived in have been relatively quiet. There have been times, certain times when people have a barangay festival or some holiday or something, and they turn the speakers way up. But usually that's a few hours one night. Anyway, rent $3,500 a month, about 70 US dollars, and that is an option for some people. And like I said, you can find them for 4,000, 5,000, 8,000 would be much more common to get a bigger place, maybe a one-bedroom place in a housing development. You might find something 8, 9, 10,000, 12,000 pesos. So those are options out there, but it requires feet on the ground, requires networking with Filipinos who know and who have heard about these kind of places. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at. Here 2019. And we'll see you next time.